Alright, hey, welcome back to another build video. So today we are in the mire, right on the edge of the Cranberry Bog. So right next to General Steakhouse and just a bit northwest of Robco Research Center. You can see the General Steakhouse right there. And so this build was kind of inspired by a poll I put up in my channel. And it was about a split 50-50. Between a prefab build and a scrappy kind of lore-friendly build, and so I figured why not do both? So that's what this is. So for this build I used the Destroyed Trailer prefab, I believe it's called, and it just fits in so well in the wasteland. It just looks amazing. And I built right next to this other one, so if you are in this area, there's another Destroyed Trailer right over here, so just to kind of orient yourself. And I believe there's a phosphate deposit right there as well that you can, if you wanted to build like a extractor there. Cool. So let me kind of walk you around a little bit. I absolutely love this camp, to be honest with you. I'll walk you around the outside first, and then I'll take you inside. So this is the entrance here. I put these are the picnic tables. And all I did really is pretty easy. You merge them onto a rug, or you merge the rug down into them, and then use the rug to, or like you hide the rug using the terrain. So like the rug right here that I'm using is hidden under this kind of little patch of dirt. Same thing with this one. There's a little rug at the end here that you can't see that's under the dirt. And so that's kind of how I did it. I just kind of merge them together. So if you ever want to do that, that's a good easy way to do it. It makes it look like it's a little walkway kind of going in. All right, a little seating area out here with a fire. Nothing too crazy. My little vendor area over here. I got this Blue Ridge Caravan trailer bed, and so I just kind of jazzed it up a little bit. put a little stuff on top of it, and I actually did merge. Whoa! I merged my ammo box and my scrap box into it because in most of my Scrappy builds, it's just really hard to find places for them that don't look out of place. And so I figured that was like a really good spot for them. And it worked really well. It like kind of hides it, which is cool. All right, and then I got the cooking station out here. I'm using the minecart one, and I think it works really well. I immersed one of those little kind of fire pieces that we got a couple months ago in the item shop down into there, and put some corn on there, and then this is the little kind of table prep station, workstation, kitchen counter kind of thing for cooking. And some chairs out here to sit and chill. I have actually I'll walk over here first. I finally got this new Blue Ridge Caravan scrap box. I've totally forgot about those Vinny Costa dailies, and so I've been kind of going through those. I think I got like one left or something, but I think that's where I got that from. So if you haven't done those yet, like do them. I think the last 4 or so you get plans for different things, so it's really cool. Yeah, over here I just have a turret, nothing too crazy. A little fence here, a little gate to get in and work on the turret if you need to. But it does a good job. I mean, there are some enemies that spawn over here, and one time I even had one of the Pied Piper Eyebot come through, and I just it just did like loops and circles, and I just had to kill it because it was way too annoying. But yeah, just put a bunch of junk, and just shored up the trailer a little bit, put some fences and stuff around it, kind of made it look really junky. Oh, and I totally forgot to mention, obviously you can probably tell, I'm using this canopy that we got, is it, I think from this season? And I just thought it worked so well with this build, and I just wanted to use it. So you can hang lights in them, which works really well. And I think that just gives it a really nice kind of ambiance. And especially for this camp, where I didn't want to do a lot of foundations and stuff, because it would kind of take away from the overall look. This is just a great addition. Like, I would love more of those, like more styles and stuff. Especially like the Mothman cultist ones, like the orange ones, and the Raider ones as well. Like have really good looks to them. So anyway, look, chemistry station over there. Weapons workbench. I merged the punch card machine into that because why not? And it worked out really well. So I want to try to play around with kind of hiding the punch card machine a little more. So it's kind of hidden not hidden, but just more out of the way, and it's not kind of more of a nuisance to kind of find a place for it. So ice machine, old grill over there. This stump you can bulldoze, but I wanted to leave it there, so I did. My fermenter on this side. I finally got this the sap collector, adhesive collector thing in the item shop recently. It was on sale, so I picked it up. And I haven't really had this in my camp. I've had this for a couple months now, like a month or so. And this Radstag dressing station, and finally have a good use for it. I think it works really well in this camp. So kind of the idea, and you'll see when I go inside, it's kind of like an armorer kind of camp. So someone who's kind of chills here and works on armor for other people, that builds armor and sells it, that kind of thing. Yeah, so outside. Actually, let me go inside, and then I'll walk around the outside back here. So inside, like I said, yeah, trying to do like an armor type thing, and with a focus on flares, because we got this new flare jewelry stand thing. And so what I did is I merged that down into the armor workbench, and then I merged the armor workbench down into the table, and I think it works really well. Like, it makes it look like you're just kind of working on them or selling them or something. I don't know. I wish they appeared just a little bigger, or maybe the stand was maybe a little smaller because it looks empty. But it's a cool addition. I like it. It's kind of fun. So, and I got that chalk font too finally, so I'm using that here. Yeah, so let's take it to the bedroom. Really basic, nothing too crazy. A little bed. Little fireplace. Tables and stuff. Not a ukulele. Oh my god, a banjo. Dart machine. Yeah, a bunch of cool stuff in here. Got my Tinker's workbench as well. I also merged that down. I think I saw someone do that recently, and so I'm like, why don't? Because I usually merge it down into the scrap box, but I saw someone do that with the table as well. So I'm like, that's a good idea. So I figured I'd do that. If I remember who it is, I will put it down in the description, but off the top of my head, I just can't remember it. I think it was like a couple weeks ago. So yeah, and then what I did here... this guy's talking to me. So what I did here is I merged the Thanksgiving display case down into one of those like scrap box shelves, and I think it looks okay. I wish they kind of matched up a little bit better, but... you know, it is what it is. But I just put some stuff up there that like an armorer or someone who's kind of working on various stuff would have up here. I did try. So one thing you can put stuff under this. Well, you can't technically. It won't let you. But what I learned is you can just merge them down. So if you just set stuff on top of this drying rack and merge them down, it'll let you. You know, put stuff under there. Because I tried like fire trapping it and putting stuff under, like rug glitching it under, but that didn't work. But just the basic kind of drop merge worked just fine. And you can tell like I did a lot of, I have a lot of fences here because there was a lot of holes and stuff in the wall. And I did want to put a door in here, but like an actual door. But I tried to do a bunch of different things. I just couldn't get it to work right. So I just went for this chain link fence door again. And it works good, you know. I think it works really well for this camp. Cool. And so yeah, this is the living room. Got my settler wanderer here. Or is he a forager? Wanderer, forager, whichever one. Little TV playing static. Couch, which I think fits in really well with this build. This gives me like really strong redneck vibes. So it reminds me of home a little bit. It's a little scary, but yeah, I think it works really well. Yeah, just try to dress it up like, you know, a hunter, someone who's makes a lot of armor and stuff. So you obviously like hunting animals and getting leather and all that kind of stuff. So that's kind of the idea. My God, dude, get out of here. Just move it. Yeah. So it's kind of the inside. Took me a while to kind of figure out what to do in here. There's quite a bit of space. More than I'm kind of used to. So, but I filled it up pretty well, I think. And yeah, I'd like to see, like, if you try it out, I'd love to see what you come up with. So, all right. And these, if you do get this prefab, so the stairs will actually snap here to this thing here. They'll snap automatically. You don't have to do anything. And then they'll snap over on this side as well. So these stairs just snapped perfectly. And yeah. So out here, pretty basic. A little garden. This grass will not bulldoze. Even if you put just kind of stuff around. Like stuff that would normally kind of bulldoze. I think there's some stuff that would bulldoze it. Like the confetti, like the Fasnacht confetti. But I didn't want to put all that down on this. And I think it looks good kind of overgrown out here. So, yeah. A little seating area here, which is you can kind of sit and look out. keep an eye on the robots up in Robco. Little corn. I merged this down. You can probably see back there at the rug. I just did the same thing. Like I set this thing on a rug, merged the rug all the way down, so the rug was kind of like halfway up that wooden box that it's in. And then I just set it down, and it actually dropped down a little further because of the terrain, but I like it because it's, you know, we're near the cranberry bog, and we're right on the edge, and it's almost like it's kind of growing. It's, you know, it's a little sprout growing here. Some stuff over here. I have my shower, which is kind of cool. A little chair out here, and I have the shower here because it's collecting all the rainwater from the roof, which would make sense to do. Yeah. And then I have another kind of dressing station over here. So I have the pigs that are curing, and this is where you can chop them up and get them ready to cook and work on the leather and all that kind of good stuff. My worm farm. The guy just keeps wandering around. Yeah, and then that's where I get my power from. That whole thing's just powering this entire base. I mean, I'm not really using a lot of power, but and then my water purifier here. So yeah, the power is really only just going to that, and then I have it running inside to that light. Because I did have a bunch of different lights. I had cage bulb lights in there, but it was too bright. It was like way too bright for this space, and or I guess for what I wanted, for the aesthetic I was going for the vibe. So I decided to switch it out for one of those colored bulbs, and it works really well. So up here, what I have this, I just have a conduit up here that's running all the way down the length here, and then I have it coming over here. So this basically powers the entire thing, and it's hidden, so you can't see it. And then I do have this one. So I have a little node here that's tied to that, so that can power these things out here. But the way that this is set up, you can't really tell that it's there. Like, it's really, you know, if you're specifically looking for it, you can tell that it's there, but if you don't know that it's there, then it's like super hidden, so which I think is really cool. So yeah, what do you think? This was like a ton of fun to put together. This is my first time using this prefab, like even just in general, not even for a video, and I really liked it. I mean, like I said, it fits in really well with the wasteland vibe, and there's a lot of space in it to do kind of some cool things, but also, yeah, I don't know. I love it, and this canopy, if you haven't used it yet. So one thing to kind of keep in mind about the canopy is, for some reason, and I don't know if it's this terrain specifically or the canopy in general, but it needs like flat ground. Like if you're not on flat ground, you're gonna have some things that are sticking up. I think this one here is sticking up a little bit, but I hit it with the bramble. So kind of keep that in mind if you're playing around with it. But other than that, it's a super great addition, and I'm so glad they added it in, and I would love to see more. But yeah. Well, yeah, like I said, I hope you like it, and I hope you get some ideas for your next build. Don't be afraid to use the canopy or the prefab. I think they're both really good, and not sure what I'll do next. Maybe I'll put up another poll, see what you guys think. It's probably going to be another Scrappy one. But yeah. If you like this video, please give it a like, you know, smash it. And if you haven't subscribed yet, please subscribe. It'd be awesome if you want to see more content like this. And if you are a subscriber, man, thank you so much. I really appreciate it. Thanks for sticking around and watching my videos. It's incredible. I'm almost at 1,000 subscribers, which is blowing my mind. And so yeah, well, thanks again for watching. I really hope you have a great night. And we'll talk to you later. Have a good one.